How many of you have a little bit of a struggle trying to schedule the time between training and building? Raise your hands. A little bit of a struggle. Anyone have a family? Keep your hands up. Any kids? A spouse? All right. The reason why I'm talking about this subject is because I've got all the above. I've got a spouse, I have 6 children, I train, I educate, I build, I even have a busy church calling, and so there's a lot of stuff that goes on in my life, and I'm really passionate about this subject, and so I want to talk to you really about how to balance this and how to become effective and efficient on both sides, because I really believe that you can actually succeed doing both trading and building at the same time. So I've got over 7+ years in trading. That's how long I've been trading. I actually traded for a year before I partnered with this company. I tried a lot of different strategies. How many of you have tried a lot of different strategies out there? Okay. I tried a lot of different sessions. For us in the USA, the London session is kind of in the middle of the night, so I would stay up at night, go through the London session, and in the morning I'd have black circles under my eyes like I was Rocky Balboa after getting beat up by Apollo Creed. All right, but I was willing to do whatever it took. But here's what I found is that there was no secret session. But I did try all the different sessions. I followed a lot of different educators. How many of you agree that we got a lot of great educators inside of this company? Give it up. Man, honestly, I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for the Go Live educators in this company. I would not be on Go Live. I probably would not be a Chairman 100. So I want to make sure that we give it up to them as well. Now, I wanted to quit a lot of times. Probably about 1,000 times. In my mind, trading doesn't work. This is a scam. I don't know if I can do this anymore. I've done network marketing for 23 years. Maybe I'm washed up. I don't know if I can do this anymore. And so those thoughts in my mind were, could you actually still do this? And so there was a lot of that thinking of maybe I should do something different. But because of personal development, I continue to keep going. So I want to talk about this. Trading is a lot like, I used to play a game when I was 8 years old called Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. And what I tell people is that the market is kind of like that. It's just going to knock you out. It's going to knock you to the canvas if you don't have a loss plan. So I had to put a loss plan in place to secure, with proper risk management, to make sure that I actually protected my account. But like a video game, and I did eventually end up beating Mike Tyson, I knew that trading would work out. I knew that building would eventually work out for me, and it did. So I've got 5 keys to success that I want to cover with you guys really quick that I believe are really powerful. This is my 5 keys on the trading side to success. First of all, never hurry, because the person that hurries always loses. That's what I found. When I was in a rush, when I was in a hurry to try and get those profits, cover the subscription fee, pay bills and stuff like that, you're going to lose. Number 2, do not make decisions when you're tired. Tired eyes rarely see a good future. Make sure that you've got good stamina when you're trading and building. Go for long-term results, not short-term. You want long-term trading results. You want long-time rank. You don't want to hit a rank and lose the rank 2 weeks later. So you want to go for the long-term. You got to have vision, not sight. Sight gets you to the weekend. Vision is the future. Vision is decades down the road, okay? Become a long-term thinker. In my mind, I'm always thinking 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Every decision that I make, I'm thinking years down the road. So I'm thinking years, not weeks, not months, not even a year, okay? Keep the lot size in proportion to the size of your account. I can honestly tell you, I've never blown a trading account, ever, because I kept proper risk management the whole time, okay? Now, the key is to keep and protect your account. That's how you stay in the game long term, okay? All right, now, another thing, always be learning, always be a student. I tell myself all the time, I'm getting better and better every day in every way, whether it's my health, my marriage, my business, my training, my presentations. I'm getting better and better. That's what I tell myself all the time. I'm always a student. I'm never too old to keep learning, okay? Never peak in your learning. Unless you want to peak in your trading, unless you want to peak at your rank, unless you want to peak at your health, right? So make sure that you guys are always focusing on being a student. That's one of the major keys. Now, on finding time to build your business. This one is very key because a lot of people, who here has a part-time to a full-time job, raise their hands, okay? Most people work, and guess what? That's good. We need people working. So I want to talk about really how to break this down and help you guys become more successful, realizing that you can trade and you can build at the same time. So one of my heroes, one of my mentors was Zig Ziglar. And what he said is that lack of direction, not lack of the time, is the problem. Focusing on the priority, because all of us have 24-hour days. If we make the time to do stuff, that shows what we care about most. So I know, okay, if trading is a priority to me, my family, my marriage, a business, if all those things are a priority to me, then I'm going to make sure and make the time for those things, okay? So that's the first thing. Now, it's not the time itself, it's really what you do with the time. That's the key. It's about being efficient with the time that you do have. And what I tell people is, make sharing this company a part of who you are. It's a part of your identity. I've taken 3 taxi drives since I've actually been here, and in those 3 taxi drives, every single time we talked about what we do here, right? It becomes a part of who you are. Post every single day on social media. My goal is to make a video every single day. And if you follow me on Instagram and YouTube and stuff like that, I pretty much have a video, a reel, or something pop up every single day. I've done it for many years, and because of that, I've continued to grow my business, grow and be able to get leads to be able to have people to talk to. You'll get to the point where people chase after you instead of you chasing after them. That's how I've personally enrolled over 3,000 people in my career, is by continuing to put out value to the marketplace, and then it drives it back to you at the same time, okay? Now, this is something I'm really passionate about. Personal development, PD, it's not an option. Like, if you want to be successful long term, you've got to be either reading books, listening to audios. I was listening to audios this morning before I came here to make sure that I'm working on my mind constantly, because those days you may want to quit, those days you may think that trading's not going to work for you. This is very key that you're constantly working on your mind. The mind is more important than the strategy. The mind is more important than the system and tools, because you got to get your mindset right in order for your world to become right. You got to get you right in order for your marriage to become right. You got to get yourself right and your mindset right in order for the business and the trading to become right, okay? All right. I reach out, I had a plan. Okay, I'm going to reach out to 2 to 5 people every single day, 7 days a week. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get people to check out a Zoom, check out a video, and I'm going to make sure that I'm doing my part. I may not be able to 100% control the results, but I can definitely control the actions that I put into the results. 2 to 5 people every single day. Attend webinars, trainings, events like this consistently. I've missed one convention in 23 years, and the reason why I missed that convention is because my 16-year-old daughter had a brain injury. That is the only convention that I've missed, and I believe, thank you, and I believe that one of the reasons why I'm standing here is because I was willing to attend the events, to get on the calls, to hear information that I heard over and over and over again in my mind. See, faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing, because what you hear enough, you'll eventually believe, and what you believe, you'll start to take actions upon, okay? Those things are very, very important. Attend all the live events. I say you got to get around winners, not whiners. The people up here in these chairs and these tables, you got to get around eagles. You got to get away from the pigeons and the crows of life. This is where the winners are at, is coming here to these events. People that want to change their life, people that want to change their mindset, people that want to change things in order to change their future are willing to come to those events. Trading time, I get asked all the time, how much time do you spend? 30 to 45 minutes a day. I specifically trade on the New York session. It's not a secret session. That's what works best for my life. It works best for my family life. And we're already there. We're about to go live. And so we make sure that we do that time as well. Guys, I want to leave you with this. This is the last screenshot that I want to show you. My calendar is how I balance my life between trading, business, my family, my marriage, my health. I take my kids on dates every week for the last 12 years, every single week. I've taken my wife on 2 to 3 dates every single week, 2 to 3 dates a week. The reason why I say this, I want the uncommon marriage, okay? I want the uncommon to be the uncommon businessman, the uncommon spiritual leader, the uncommon businessman inside of my household. So my schedule is going to tell me what I need to do, and I do it every day. I act in spite of my mood. I don't care how I feel I put the work in. The average American, the average person working has 4 hours a day of extra time. And I believe what you do with that 4 hours will determine your future. So guys, this is my belief. If you're willing to put in the time and you create that balance, and it's not just about being balanced, but you are efficient with the time that you put in, that you guys can go chairman, that you will go chairman, that you can and will be successful with trading as well. Thank you, everybody.